Well, the swear jar overfloweth. I've just done a 20-minute video for you, and it's gone into the great ether. So let's start again. Some of yesterday's greens. Good day yesterday. Nice profit. Reasonable return yesterday's biggest profit makers for me. West Ham equaliser. Not sure if I passed that one on or not, but I was writing that one off at 0-2 down with that red card, that penalty for Leeds. But 11 minutes extra time. Job done. Malmo was one of the last calls I made as well. Livingston and Hearts was a winner, and a few of the others as well. So we've got the All Grit, Malmo. Stroms I should have stuck with, but I got out. Newly relegated in a lower tier. Strong Godset were a goal down. That's why I got interested there. Almeria and Leganes. Well, I was looking at this one to lay the late draw. I must have fallen asleep, I think, if you add 7 hours to that. And with already 96 quid in the bank, I decided to lock in my profit, even though I could have made a profit here, laying a draw. West Ham and Leeds. Not sure if I passed this one on, but I was in a whole heap of bother. Back in West Ham +1, who already warning me threes for a +1 market is incredibly high, suggesting it's not going to be as easy as you think. And that was the AAB from a couple of days ago. Backing AAB at 12.5, laying middle fart at 1.33. How about cashing out by laying AAB at 1.27, having backed them at 12.5, back in middle fart at 32s, having laid them at 1.33. Beautiful play. This is what it's all about at FootballTradingProfits.com. I try to engineer low liability, big return. You can call them value in play bets if you don't like the term trading. Trading just kind of reminds us that we have the option to green up, and this was greening up with 15, 20 minutes to go. Fabulous stuff from 2-0 down at half time. A quick walk through some of yesterday's profits, and indeed the bankers list as well. Salzburg coming from behind to get the win. That's why they're on the bankers list. Keeping the eye on Zayzing Professional. Notable pattern early on in the Chinese Super League. The odds-on favourites are tending to be a good trader's friend. The two Prague sides, as you can see, delivering no real trading angle there yesterday. Copenhagen, not bankers because they've been all over the shop, and they're in the relegation group. They should be in the championship group, but emphatic is not the word. West Ham and Leeds, well, it looked forlorn for me. I was looking at a West Ham equaliser at 0-1, but then we got the Leeds penalty and I gave up. And I came back, and it was 2-2. Fabulous stuff. Nothing doing in French League 1, although I did give Monaco a good mention if you took on the Côte d'Azur derby. And I didn't lay the draw in the Mets not match, despite Mets' in-play stats. They are where they are for a reason. They are pants. Bundesliga, a couple of trades gone astray. Well, not astray, but missing. Eintracht Frankfurt, we could have done over 2.5 goals second half, given their reputation and Köln's reputation, particularly when these two last met, it was 3-4. Union Berlin thoroughly deserved the equaliser against St. Pauli, but I didn't have the confidence, really, in a really poor Union Berlin to do or convert. Bundesliga 2, important wins for Paderborn. Schalke, we laid the draw in that one. Laid the late draw, Hanover and Holstein Kiel at 1.09, 1.06. Keep your liability low. Try to capture a late winner, which would have taken Kiel out of the relegation zone. And Hanover, Elversberg would have taken one of these two into the automatic promotion spot. SerieA, Inter Milan, superb yesterday. No real trading angle. Bologna, research was excellent. I did target 2 goals for Bologna yesterday, playing the right kind of team, and 2 goals before we knew it. No real trading angle there yesterday. Certainly a Cremonese opening goal would have had me interested. Go ahead Eagles, again, a bit like Hoffenheim. If priced as favourite, tend to see 2 goals in them. Heerenveen was a play yesterday. I couldn't get into my virtual private server. They were updating, they're doing maintenance all day. So I couldn't get the Heerenveen play, which was frustrating because it's all done and dusted by half time. Livingston and Hearts. Well, call me Mystic Meg if you'd like. I gave you this one as well. And I gave you a subtle reminder to get out. Cash out Hearts at 1-2. Remember, Livy love a draw. This is a Livingston side yet to win this season, but loving a draw. Hearts still top, but could have done their season a world of good with an extra 2 points. Celtic I didn't trust yesterday, and we should have stuck to my guns and laid Celtic's lead. Indeed, Dundee FC did equalise, so that would have been a nice play. It's a must-win for Celtic. Did get it eventually. Arguably in La Liga too, it's the toughest coupon I've seen for a long time. No real plays there yesterday, with the red card scuppering enthusiasm for Sevilla. Oviedo gettable all day long, ordinarily. Spanish La Liga too. I'd have already made my 96 quid by the time Almeria and Las Palmas turned up. They were certainly two of the draws worth laying. You see the impact that a win has had on Las Palmas and Almeria. So those were two which again, I just left alone. Didn't go astray. I just left them be, having already locked in games. See that win. Vitally important, with Racing Santander losing, tightening the ship at the top. Now Las Palmas are within striking distance of 60 points. Almeria are automatic promotion. That one, absolutely huge. Let's have a look at the Almeria timing of the goal. 91st minute. Now you know why. I think I had the Almeria match up. That's what you play late on. Boom. Some of them don't come in, but when they do come in, they amply reward you. Got a Malmo equaliser late on. I hope you played that one. One of my last calls yesterday. Let's have a look at today's trading angles. And this coupon has caught me with my pants down. I haven't even done the research. I was expecting a walk in the park as you normally get on a Monday, 4 or 5 matches, but no, I'm going to have to zoom off and get all of this research done after I've finished the video. The star teams are the ones I quite fancy. Club Brugge, Vejle over 2.5 goals. Portsmouth, a big story with them, and Oxford United. It is a relegation 6-pointer, this one. Ipswich must win against Birmingham, must take points off a nearest rival. I think Birmingham are just outside. These are matches I've already indicated I like, because I've already done the damn video, but it disappeared. So I've done all of this work already. Ipswich, as you can see, could do with the 3. And Birmingham, 53, looking a forlorn hope now, with 11 points to the playoffs. Sheffield Wednesday and Leicester, well, this is a chance for Leicester to do what every other team does, and that's take 3 points off Sheffield Wednesday. Swansea and Middlesbrough, plenty to play for here for Middlesbrough. Break into the automatic promotion spot. Taken by Millwall, who beat Middlesbrough last match. The Swans, well, are looking a little forlorn again, 11 points shy of the playoffs. And Hull and Coventry, the onus is on Hull to take points off Coventry today, move into the 70-point club, which is your only real way in to automatic promotion. Plenty of stories there. English League One, lots of interest today, as you can see by all of those starred matches, meaning there is always something to play for. Luton Town have thoroughly impressed me, and I will be solidly with them today, as long as they turn up via the in-play stats, of course. But they are charging their way up the table. They are within striking distance now of 61 points. So you expect them to be fully wound up today. Against the Wimbledon, whose season is petering out a little, Luton Town certainly have the key momentum here. The next match, Barnsley and Plymouth. I starred this one for a reason. Barnsley 51 points, probably down to Plymouth. Outside the playoffs again. Finely balanced. Must get a win, Plymouth. Not fancied by the market, though. 2.1 outsiders. Or 2.1 away from home, I mean. Must get a win to move to the 60-point barrier and any chance of the playoffs. Leyton Orient and Huddersfield. Huddersfield caught my eye in their 1-1 draw. They were a little flat as odds-on favourites at home. They did get a late equaliser, so they've got a little bit of fight to them. Leyton Orient, relegation. No, where's Leyton Orient? Mid-table mediocrity, but it's with Huddersfield. Is the reason I starred this. Don't normally play 2.45 the favourite. Northampton and Wigan. Well, it's relegation 6-pointer time for both of these two. Northampton simply must win, although it's looking increasingly forlorn hope for them. They won't even get anywhere near the 40-point barrier you need to get out. Peterborough and Cardiff. Well, Peterborough are one of those sides, difficult to read. They must take 3 points if they've got any ambition of having a tilt at the playoffs, although that's looking very unlikely. Stevenage and Blackpool. Stevenage, another side outside of the playoffs, must do something today with home advantage. Simple as that. Similar story, Wickham. 62 points with a win today, with 62 points, the entry point for the playoffs. Must do something. Must take points off Bradford, because Bradford themselves will be aiming for 70-plus points today. Fascinating match, that one. It's a promotion 6-pointer. English League 2, Cambridge United, when odds on. Take the hint. Definitely worth following for me today. Notts County against Newport was starred for me earlier on. Why? Let's have a look. Well, because Notts County, you go automatic promotion with a win. That's why they're starred today. Swindon and Walsall, similar story for Swindon. 74 points with a win today. Could see them automatically or in the automatic promotion places. And Walsall themselves, with the entry point at 65, a win for Walsall could give them an outside chance of the playoffs. Looks like there's only one playoff place remaining, really, with 6 and above getting a little bit too clear. Irish Premier Division, First Division, I would give you a hearty note just to check out St Patrick's. Been in exceptional form early season. Not really fancy today, but they've got the winning momentum. Cork City as well in the First Division. Early strikers. So I'd be looking at them today. Kerry, pretty much newcomers to the First Division. Italian SerieA, I've eyed Como to perform against Udinese today. Cesc Fabregas has done a superb job putting them in the European places. And the old lady at home to Juventus, to Genoa, should have a good shout for us today. Looking at Italian Serie B, it's all about the placings and obvious choices like Venezia with home advantage today. So let's have a look. As you can see, Venezia, Frosinone getting the win yesterday. So I think the onus is on Venezia to respond in kind today. That's the kind of motivator I look for. Yes, it's obvious, but what are you looking for? Trying to create a Krypton factor out of football trading, or take some shortcuts? Market's already given us a clue. Huge motivation. It's Frosinone winning yesterday. Might be a good trade if Juve Stabia, who need the win, because they are clinging on for dear life in their lower echelons. So good story there today. Monza are away at Catanzaro. This is a playoff 6-pointer. Difficult for me to pick. Catanzaro must aim towards 55. Monza, with a win, will go equal on points with the top two. So that's going to be starred. They won't go top, they'll go equal on points, but with a negative goal difference. Huge motivation for them today. Reggiana, relegation threatened perhaps? Indeed. Got to look at the points tally. It's doable for Reggiana, so certainly I'm going to be starring their match. Sampdoria and Empoli. Can't see. Well, Sampdoria on 34. Looking a little adrift. I'm just making a pig's ear of this. So that would be it for me. Sampdoria, we've got Venezia, Catanzaro, Monza. Plenty of stories there. Norwegian Elite Serie and Bodo Glimt are out and about on their seasonal bow, I think it is. Lillestrøm impressed on their return to the Elite Serie in their opening match. As ever, these are just simple guesses by the market makers, but Bodo Glimt at 4 o'clock. Let's see what kind of a mood they're in. Been scoring 3 goals against Manchester City and Milan, for goodness sake. Really solid stuff. Girona and Villarreal, too tough to call. I'm not going to be having a go with that one. Castillon have caught my attention. Why? Because 3 points will be extremely useful to them. Looking at them, Castillon, 54 will go actual top 6 with a win today. That's crucial. That's why it's starred. Hacken against Brommer in the Allsvenskan. Just a bit like Malmo yesterday. Why are they odds-on favourite? It's the opening day of the season, so we'll see whether the market's accurate or not there. So I'll see members of FootballTradingProfits.com, even though it's my day off. I'll see you from probably 11:30, 12:30. A surprise package of full complement of English Championship League 1 and League 2 on a Monday. And a smattering of elite leagues and their secondary leagues with plenty of relegation stories. So I hope we can be discerning. And the bankers, I hope, continue to deliver. So I'll see you members for a Brucey bonus Easter egg special at about 12:30.